seconds a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Curry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it down. Out of the 48, enough for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Curry. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Chicago! Riley Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw taken in by Hamilton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
39 yards there, a big one.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, let's get set.
On 4th down, Curry. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Here's Hines. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now. Muhammad, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, 18. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Five.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And a big one across here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start the drive with White. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Curry. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. On the carry, it's Muhammad. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. It's caught, Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Trubisky. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Curry. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Curry. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run with Muhammad. And some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Curry. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike, 180. Hey. We got three. Three down.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Trubisky. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
18.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Here's Trubisky to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side, Muhammad. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Blue.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw. Curry. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Curry. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Trubisky to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.